Are you struggling to learn how to code? If so, this is the video for you. Now I know firsthand just how difficult it is to learn how to code. So in today's video, I'm going to explain the 3 steps that I took to really help boost my confidence as well as my technical skills. But first, let's talk about the one mistake that I see people making when first trying to learn how to code. Before you even write hello world for the first time, you need to ask yourself this one simple question. Why? Why do you want to learn how to code? Now most people don't do that. They just sort of go with the flow, and that is a huge mistake. If you can't tell me the reason why you want to learn how to code, then do you actually even want to learn? When I first started coding, I was 16 years old and I knew how much I love technology. I also understood the power that it played within society, and I dreamed that one day I'd be able to create an application that would be used by millions of people around the world. These 3 reasons were enough for me to decide that this is what I wanted to do. So ask yourself the same question, and if you ever find yourself demotivated or wanting to give up, remind yourself of the reasons why you started in the first place. This leads me nicely to the first step, which is to build discipline. Now motivation is overrated. Sometimes you'll have it and sometimes you won't. But if this really is a career path that you want to go down, then building discipline will be the key to your success. On your journey, there will be barriers blocking you from progressing, and if you have the discipline and a clear focus on your end goal, then you're far less likely to give up. So build strong habits. Start off learning slowly and give yourself plenty of time to progress. There's no rush, so you don't need to overload yourself with information. Just build on the foundations and develop consistency. If you do that, your discipline will build up naturally. Now, having strong discipline is great because it allows you to follow step 2, which is to put in the time and effort to actually practice coding. You can spend all the time in the world reading about loops and if statements, but it won't really be of much use to you unless you put everything you learn into practice. So spend some of your time learning and understanding concepts, but spend most of your time actually coding and creating software. In doing so, you will end up figuring it all out a little bit faster, but the main benefit is in the long run, the more time you spend coding, the better you will actually become. Now practice is important, and if you've decided that this is the career path that you want to go down, my suggestion is that you go all in. Don't spend time learning about other things that aren't relevant to what you want to do. If you want to become a software developer, then focus exclusively on becoming a software developer. This brings me to my final point, which is to spend as much time as possible with other developers who are far better than you. Now I spent so much of my early days learning on my own. I would watch YouTube tutorials and learn online, and it was great, but it wasn't until I surrounded myself with a community of developers and really got involved in projects that my skills increased. So don't be antisocial. Step out of your shell and look for mentorship opportunities where you can leverage the knowledge and experience of senior developers to your advantage. You can do this by working on some open source projects or just by becoming part of communities on websites like Reddit. Learn from others and ask them the questions. For most people, when you get into your first junior role, the support system from seniors is greatly beneficial. So don't try and take this journey on your own. Seek help. And when you become that wise old developer in the future, make sure to give back as well. So there you have it guys. I think these tips will be really helpful for you on your software development journey. When I took these tips on board, it really made a massive difference to me, and they were really useful in helping me increase my competency at coding. That made it far easier for me to actually land software development roles. I hope you guys have found this video useful. Please hit the like and subscribe button and make sure to check out the rest of my videos.